You are walking next to a school playground full of screaming kids running around when you notice a little girl sitting up against the building all by herself. She has her knees brought up to her chest and is intently reading a book. You watch her and wonder, why is the little girl not playing with the other kids? What is the matter with this little girl? People like to watch and wonder about other people. Without our awareness, there are many children in the world today with Asperger's syndrome. Asperger's affects boys 4 times more than girls. Every year, 1 in 110 children are diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome. I am the proud aunt of a little girl with Asperger's syndrome. We knew that she was not like the rest of our children, so we fought to find answers. Today, my goal is to inform you about the main symptoms, the diagnosis process, and the treatments of children with Asperger's. Let's begin on how Asperger's affects the child. Asperger's affects a child's social and communication abilities. The child tends to have difficulty interacting with others. According to Dr. Tony Atwood, a social characteristic the child may display is impaired use of nonverbal behavior, such as eye gaze, facial expression, and body language to regulate a social interaction. He also states the child lacks an understanding of social and emotional exchange and empathy. The child displays impairment in communication skills. Healthwise states that children with Asperger's syndrome may have speech that's flat and hard to understand because it lacks tone, pitch, and accent. Or they may have a formal style of speaking that's way advanced for their age. Now that I've informed you about the main affect Asperger's syndrome has on a child, let's look at how it is diagnosed. Children with Asperger's syndrome may often start displaying behavioral problems in school. Therefore, the school counselor is the first to intervene. The school counselor will often monitor and record your child's behavior. After noting the social and communication impairments, they will refer you to your doctor. Next in line is your family doctor. The doctor may ask you about your child's behaviors, their social problems, and their development. According to Healthwise, because many family doctors are not specialized in behavioral disorders, they may refer you to a specialist to confirm or rule out Asperger's syndrome. Many tests may be performed by this specialist. First, the specialist will ask you all the same information your doctor has asked you, but this time it is to complete their own comprehensive evaluation. Next, Healthwise states the specialist will test your child's learning style, speech and language, IQ, social, and motor skills, and much more. Once your child has confirmed diagnosis of Asperger's syndrome, now let's look at the treatment options available to them. Treatment for Asperger's syndrome may often change and require many different forms of treatment. Behavioral management and social skills training benefit many children with Asperger's syndrome. Mayo Clinic staff states cognitive behavioral therapy is aimed at curbing problem behaviors. Communication and social skills training help the child to speak in a more natural rhythm, as well as how to interpret communication techniques such as the eye contact, tone of voice, humor, and sarcasm. Some children with Asperger's syndrome require assistance with medications. No medication specifically treats a child with Asperger's syndrome, only the specific symptoms. According to Healthwise, many children diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome also are diagnosed with many other diagnoses, such as ADHD or OCD. When you see a child with a behavioral problem, I want you to stop and think about the information you just learned. Children with Asperger's syndrome are affected in their social and communicative skills. Diagnosis and treatment of Asperger's syndrome may be complicated and unique with each individual child. We may be unaware of which child around us has been diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome. As you walk through life, stop and think about the information I have told you today. When you see a child sitting by themselves, could they have been diagnosed with the Asperger's syndrome?